Good afternoon, everybody. This is Chef Maxine, and I am from the York Region Food Network. Welcome. It is Thursday afternoon, so do you know what time it is? It is time for What's for Dinner. What's for Dinner is a weekly recipe share. I'll pop on here every week and show you a recipe based on a chosen topic. And the idea is you're going to share your recipes with me, and I'm going to share my recipe with you. Sounds good? All right, let's get started. This week's topic is sheet pan dinners. Okay, so I love sheet pan dinners because they're simple, they're really quick to do, and it has a little bit of something for everyone in the family. So guaranteed you can make it so that everyone will enjoy it. Okay, that's part of it. All right, the second part is they're really customizable. I love meals that are customizable. That means that, you know what, if you don't have one thing, that's okay. You don't have to run out to the store to get it. Take a look in your fridge or in your cupboards or your pantry and see what can you substitute it for. Okay, so we're just about to get started now. I'm going to show you what is going to be included in my sheet pan dinner. So today, what I have is a sweet potato. Love sweet potato. It's a great starchy vegetable. It's really high in vitamin C, high in fiber, vitamin B, and really, really good for you. So sweet potatoes. And you know what? For the most part, kids love these. The second ingredient I have are sugar snap peas. So this is spring in Ontario, the month of May. And so you can definitely find sugar snap peas on your grocery shelf. If you don't like sugar snap peas or you don't see them around, that's okay. Just substitute it for something else. But I'm going to use sugar snap peas for mine. My next ingredient are beets. Love them or hate them. You know what? It's one of those things. If your family really enjoys beets, this is a great time to add them. The sweetness, the earthiness, the crunchiness of the vegetables, they all really blend together very nicely, and it's going to make a wonderful dish. Last but not least, my protein I'm going to add to my sheet pan meal is chicken. Chicken's common. Everyone loves chicken. Most people love chicken. So we're going to use chicken drumsticks today. And again, drumsticks just because they cook much faster and they're really easy to get your hand on. I like to marinate my chicken, and then that'll kind of lend to whatever the flavor is for your whole dish. So you can use anything. One combination I like is a little paprika with some garlic and some olive oil. I like to rub the chicken in that combination, or my background is Caribbean. So we have a Caribbean seasoning that I really enjoy putting on my chicken as well. And it's just kind of a blend of parsley and thyme and onion and green onion and garlic. It's really flavorful. So sometimes I use that. Today though, what I'm going to use is Italian-inspired marinade for our chicken. Okay, so inside that marinade, I just have some butter. I have a little bit of Dijon mustard, some garlic, an Italian spice blend, some salt, some pepper, as well as a little touch of lemon juice and some olive oil. So I've mixed all those lovely ingredients in here. So I have my Dijon mustard, my butter, my olive oil, my garlic, Italian herbs, some salt, some pepper. I use pink sea salt, but you can use whatever salt that you have available at home. So here's my marinade. I just let the butter soften so that it mixes well. And I'm going to rub this all over the chicken. Okay, so while our chicken is marinating, we're just gonna get the rest of our vegetables ready. So I just have my sweet potato here. I cut it in half just so it doesn't roll around on me. And I'm gonna cut it into little wedges because little kids like little wedges. So that's what I'm gonna do, okay? So to cut a wedge, I'm just gonna angle my knife slightly and just kind of angle it slightly and then push all the way through, and then you get a really nice potato wedge, sweet potato wedge. All right. So what I've done here, I've cut all my veggies and now I've laid them out onto my sheet pan with the vegetables on one side and the chicken on the other side. Now, I haven't added any oil or fat to it at this point, but I will sprinkle a little bit of salt all over all the veggies. And then I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of black pepper on the veggies. So the reason I do that and I don't put any oil on it is I want to control the amount of oil that's actually in the dish. And then second, I left the skin on the chicken. So as the chicken cooks, the skin is going to start to release its own juices. Some of the fat is going to come out of there. And what's going to happen is it's going to mix with our veggies. So we don't really want to add too much additional fat. Now, if you're using chicken breast or skinless chicken, then definitely you want to add just a little bit of oil onto your veggies just so that they have a little bit of lubrication and moisture to help them roast. Okay, so I have this here. And I don't know if you've seen this, but I added right here just an additional little pile of garlic. Now, we didn't talk about that before, but I just remembered something. Roasted garlic is spectacular. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pile my garlic in a little pile. I'm going to take a little bit of oil for the garlic and just drizzle some on top, and then that's going to roast. And it's absolutely delicious. So that's a nice addition, and it's a little treat when you're eating. Okay, our sheet pan meal is ready for the oven. I like to cook things at a little bit of a higher temperature. You get really nice color and crisp, and it also cooks in less time. You just have to watch it a little bit more closely. So this is going to go into a 400-degree oven for the first 15 minutes. At that point, you can check where your chicken's at. If you use a whole chicken, it's going to take longer. If you use like thighs, so if you use thighs, it'll take a little bit more time. So 15 minutes is a good gauge to see how far along our chicken is and how well it's cooked. At that time too, you might want to give your veggies like a little spin, mix them up so they get nice and toasty on the other side as well. What you're looking for doneness for chicken, if you take a instant read thermometer, insert it in the fattiest part of the chicken, leg or thigh, you're going to look for 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so that's what you're looking for, and that's going to be perfectly done, nice, juicy, tender chicken. Okay, other things visually, you want to make sure that the juices are running clear, and the meat should be firm to the touch. So those are a little bit of telltale signs. All right, so I'm going to go into the oven, 400 degrees for 15 minutes. We're going to take a look, and it might need another, say, 5 to 10 minutes after that to finish cooking. Okay, it's been 15 minutes and I smell some good things happening in here. All right, so we're gonna take a peek and see how we're doing. All right, so, oh, look at that. Our garlic is roasting so nicely. We're getting some really beautiful color on our veg, and our chicken is getting some really nice crispy color happening. So at this point, I'm just gonna spin them around. I'm gonna pop this back into the oven, and I'm gonna let it cook for probably another 10 to 15 minutes to make sure the chicken is cooked all the way through and that our veggies are nice and soft. We'll see you back in 15. All right, we're back. I've taken our chicken out, and according to my instant read thermometer, I have it, it says 165 degrees Fahrenheit or 72 degrees Celsius. That's what you're looking for doneness with chicken. And if you come on over, you'll see our juices are nice and clear. Our chicken is beautiful and golden, and look at our veggies roasted to perfection. And there you have it, our roasted sheet pan dinner with Italian herbs and spices, with fresh spring veggies and roasted garlic. You cannot go wrong. Okay, like I said before, it's now your turn. I want to see if you make this recipe. Post a picture, ask me questions, let me see your family making it. If you have another sheet pan recipe that you absolutely love and adore, I invite you to post it on our Aurora Public Library Facebook page, and we can all share in your recipe as well. All right, so I told you parents, we're in this together. We can do it. All right, we'll see you next week.